Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on this fine Monday. Anyway, I want to explain why I didn't do a voiceover on Friday's video. So, on Thursday I took an AP exam and we weren't allowed to talk about it until a couple of days afterwards, basically, and I know that I knew I was going to want to talk about it on Friday, but I couldn't. It was, like, against the law, like, at that time. Plus they would have pulled my score if they'd found it. So like if they'd found that video, they would have pulled my score and I would have basically failed the whole course, which I'm going to fail the exam anyway, but I didn't want to fail the course. So I couldn't do that. But now I can talk about it because it's been a few days afterwards because we took it on the 11th and it's currently the 15th if you're watching this on the same day that it was put out. So that's something. Also, my best friend's birthday was yesterday, and so I didn't. Well, yeah, her birthday is technically yesterday when this video goes out, but technically it's currently today. And then Saturday I went to a birthday party for her. It was a surprise birthday party, which I also couldn't talk about because I didn't want to risk her seeing one of my videos. Because, you know, there's multiple things. Anyways, let me go back to the AP exam thing, and then I'll talk about my best friend's birthday party. Okay, so the exam is really important, and, like, you couldn't talk about it on social media at all, which is why I didn't tweet, because I wanted to tweet dead inside exam sucked. But I couldn't do that because of the fact that it was, like, you can't post anything about it on social media, like, 48 hours after you take it, because there are people, like, because time zones and stuff, like, everybody's taking it at the exact same time, like, well, not like, I mean, okay, so, like, the exam starts at, like, 7:30 to 8 o'clock, so if you take it at 8 o'clock and you're on the East Coast, people on the West Coast haven't even started school yet, so they haven't taken it. And people in, like, Alaska and Hawaii, and maybe, I don't know if they do the test in Canada, too, I'm probably not, but, like, because there's 3 different time zones across the, like, continental U.S., I guess, that's what you call it. So the 48 states that are, like, connected together, they have different, most of them have different time zones. So, like, the East Coast, and I think there's Central Time, Mountain Time, and Western Time. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But all of them take it at different times. So, like, the East Coast started first at 8 a.m. And then the next time zone started at their 8 a.m. So that would be 9 a.m. for the West Coast. Or for the East Coast. And then the next time zone would take it their 8 a.m. which would be 9 a.m., 10 a.m. if you get what I mean. And then it would be for the West Coast where I am. It would be 8 a.m. my time. And then at the East Coast it would already be like 11 a.m. So there was no social media interaction going on about it. Plus, Hawaii and Alaska haven't taken it yet, because I'm pretty sure that Alaska has 2 different time zones, I think, and then Hawaii's 3. Part of Hawaii is 3 hours behind me, so they wouldn't even take it until my 11 a.m. if there's if they're doing the AP there too, which sucks, basically. But, you know, with that being said, I can talk about it now, but it was terrible. I feel like I failed because I didn't know any of the questions. In fact, for half of the multiple choice questions, I just guessed answers. So, yeah. Because I dilly-dallied and spent the whole 55 minutes thinking about other things that weren't important at the time. And for the writing part, because there were 3 writing parts, there was a short answer question part. I didn't even answer the last part of the question, so that's 3 little question parts done, like I didn't answer them. And then for the long essay question, I only wrote 1 paragraph because I ran out of time. And then for the DBQ, which is like the document-based question, I think I did pretty bad because my contextualization paragraph was bad. And I'm not even going to try to explain this other stuff to you because I only have a couple more minutes left and I want to talk about my best friend's birthday party. But, like, the DBQ is basically the most important part, and so that's where most of the points come from. But I did, my teacher will be proud of me because I did use all the documents, because that's one of the parts, like, that's one of the things where you get a point, like, for the DBQ, there's, like, multiple different things you can get points for. Like, if you get points, you can get a point for your contextualization paragraph, you can get a point for having all your paragraphs written, like, the introduction, or, like, the thesis paragraph, the contextualization, the first, or the third and the fourth, which are basically, like, why this is and why this wasn't, like, if, like, it depends on the question. And then the last paragraph, which is the 5th paragraph, is the synthesis. So you, like, tie it to, like, say that this is a point, like, this was, like, say it was, like, industrialization in China, like, just throw that out there. And then, like, you have to tie that into how that is, like, with now. Like, you have to tie it together to, like, how something is now. You know, and I don't think I did good on my synthesis or my contextualization or my thesis, but I think I argued my points pretty well, and I used all my documents, so that's 2 points, I think. Maybe 3, I don't know. But I still think I failed the exam because I'm a pretty bad student. I'm not taking AP classes next year, though. Anyway, this my next thing I want to talk about is my best friend's birthday party. So she was having it, her mom was throwing this surprise birthday party for her, and like, I couldn't tell her about it, and I was like, she thought I was hiding something, or I thought she was hiding something from me a couple of days ago, and I was like, you have to tell me what it is, because I'm your best friend, and you need to tell me. And she was like, well, it's not, like, there wasn't anything, it was just something one of her friends said to her, and she told me about it anyway. And then, she said, like, she made a comment, like, we tell each other everything. And I was like, well, there are some things I keep from you. And I didn't want to elaborate, so I said, because the bell rang after I said that, and so I just went to my next class. And she never, like, asked me about it. And then, like, Saturday, when I went to her birthday party, because her birthday party was the day before her birthday, which was really nice. Her boyfriend and a couple of our friends were there. Well, actually, they're her friends, but, like, I'm acquainted with them. I think there were like 10 people there, and then her sister was there. Her sister's best friend and her sister's boyfriend were there. Which her sister, I'm not even gonna talk about her sister, to be honest, because, like, her sister and I have the same name too, and it's really weird, because, like, whenever her mom or somebody would call for Amanda, it's like we both look at, like, who, like, I don't know. I think they should just call me a different name over there. I don't know. It's just. But, like, basically, so she went to the movies with one of our friends, and then, like, when she came back, like, when she came to the house, it was, like, 4 p.m., and I had been there for, like, 20 or 30 minutes, and then, like, everybody had to rush into the hallway, so that the only person that she saw when she walked in the door was her boyfriend sitting under this little, like, poster thing, and it was, like, happy 16th birthday, and then her name was on it, and then it was, like, Sherlock, because she loved Sherlock a lot. Right, like, she loves Sherlock so much, and, like, she stood there and looked at him, and she was like, why are you here? And I was like, oh. And then her mom called for us to come out, because she was like, well, he's not the only one here. And then everybody came out, and she looked at me and she said, I thought we told each other everything. And I was like, I couldn't tell you. So she was fake mad at me for a little while, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe, because I put in new videos all the time. My schedule is in my About Me, as always. And yeah, I hope you had a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all later. Alright, bye everyone.